What a dank sound. What is that? It is over here.
Hey, welcome to my first Stream Deck test. Got the fancy new bad boy fired up and running here. Gonna take a couple of tests out to see how well some of these buttons work. Let me turn down my monitor volume. That one I still have to do manually. Okay, so fireworks are working. Got the great big birthday overlay because you gotta have one of those around just in case. Oh, hey, I can resume the weird EDM from Pretzel right here. I do believe that my my cough button, however, does not work. Nope, the cough button does not work. So if I have a cough or worse, a potential sneeze coming, I will still have to go manually hunt down the volume control on that bad boy. I think actually, for the time being. But then if I flip back, I should be audible again. Okay, that'll do in a pinch. That will do in a pinch. I do have this deck set up so that I can attempt to capture straight off of this Mac. That will be useful once I get the Mac games going again. More importantly though, I've got my switch interface. I can now turn the flip counter on and off. That's bitty bitchin'. And then I can also turn my face on and off in case I get into some sort of cinematic moment. Probably not so much going to happen in SnowRunner, but especially the occasional games that I like to play on the weekends. So since I did stream yesterday, that normally would have taken the spot of today's, but I needed to get some experimentation in with this new machine here, the new Stream Deck. So I'm going to do a little bit here. Since I got sidetracked with a whole bunch of multiplayer yesterday, I'm going to come back here, back to Wisconsin, and I still have a little bit of exploration to do because I need to finish exposing this map, and then I need, because I see that I've exposed a couple of upgrades over here, and then on top of that I still have one or maybe two more watchtowers to go. So once I have all of those turned up, that will probably do it for today for me. But after that, then I can start getting into doing more of the tasks. I've got at least 3 bridges that I need to get to work on rebuilding right now. And then there are some other sundry tasks out here, like this flipped thing down here in this trench that I just couldn't move with that. I think I had the pay star on that one yesterday. And then I can actually start getting into contracts. Yeah, I had to get out to this only for the worthy. Oh boy, there's also a little house over there. I bet that one, I can't pillage it. I bet that's going to be a destination, so I probably don't have to worry about that right now. It does look like there's a fuel trailer hiding way out there. That is a big rock. That's probably another destination, but there is an upgrade next to it. So I got some swinging around there to pick up, and oh hey, it looks like I only have the 1 watchtower left to go. I think with those 2 upgrades, I'll only have 1 more upgrade to go. I can check that over here. So yes, I've got 1 watchtower and 3 upgrades left to find in the region. Let me get the Tataran going. All of these guys were just on loan in Michigan. So I've retained and restored them all to this garage here, since I've unlocked this garage on the second map. It's going to make for a convenient starting point. Some of the bridges... Actually, I may have 2 bridges on the first map and 2 bridges on this map so far that I still have to do the repair work on. So, just getting started in Wisconsin. Hey, there's Lana finding the resub button on the chat. I was wondering whether it was just going to be a day behind on the renewal or not. So I can go straight to my new fireworks button. My very first resub. Thank you so much. I'll find you later over that. As long as I'm at it, we can throw out the big day after birthday celebration. Just because that's a good test of the new Stream Deck. And yes, the way that I tried to describe where that button was, autocorrect was not my friend. I got some very confused looks from Mrs. Jedi yesterday, because apparently Twitch didn't offer her the celebrate your subversary button at all. It waited until the day after. So that was a mess yesterday. But everything's fixed. Everyone's perfect now. Pretty sure you were the only person actively watching, which is cool since everybody else was on yesterday. SnowRunner tends to be my biggest draw, but for my friends, Wednesday is probably one of the worst possible days. So, what are you gonna do? Just for you though, in case you're actually able to watch for a few minutes before going back and working, break out Sock Monkey. Oh good, that's still nice and hot. Probably only stream for an hour and a half today. Hopefully this won't be too hard to go find those upgrades in the watchtower and kind of get this initial phase of exploration wrapped up. And then we'll see what happens over the weekend, whether I find another new game to play or if I turn that into a bridge construction weekend. Did I go over this bridge before? Yeah, because there's the big truck down there. This map seems to have a lot more of those little narrow bridges with not fathomless depths on either side, but pretty sharp drops with the sharp walls that are going to be kind of hard to dig back out of. Coming through with anything that can turn any kind of real speed. or something like the Tatarin here that has a really poor turn radius. Probably going to become more and more risky. Especially if I play this off stream in the evenings when I start to get a little tired and start to make some we'll call them less than fully thought out choices. Oh, this is a road. It's road-like. Yep, when I start to get tired, hey, I think I can make that becomes a very large part of my vocabulary in this game. This truck can go down hard right there. Still not going to turn very well. Oh, keep going, keep going. Wow. Whew. I've been driving a whole bunch of only 2 wheels in the front trucks lately that can actually make turns. I have to get myself used to the pain of the 8-wheelers again. Oh, straight in the middle of that tree. Okay, Tatarin, hold your breath. Okay, I did not get deep after all. What do I have here? Engageable. Okay, that's the locking diff. It's the locking diff for the Paystar. That's going to help when I get that big boy off of that island mountain bluff that it's on. Okay, claim that. Where do I go from here? Let's see if I can go ahead, buzz past that house. Check out that bridge. And then see what this fuel depot has available. As long as I'm in exploration mode, let's go exploring. This game has a little bit of its own soundtrack, but it plays a little quietly in the background. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Now that I'm a pretzel master, I do notice that they have a country station that would seem kind of setting appropriate. But it is part of their pro program. So since this is the first day of pretzel streaming, I'm thinking maybe I don't actually start spending money on them yet. That is an awful pretty house you got there with absolutely nothing of value to me right now. Maybe someday you'll ask me to deliver something really inconvenient there. Friendly mud. Tree growing right in the middle of the 2-track. Let's see, this should already... Yep, that's already activated. That will be another drop-off point. What do you have? Oh, it is nothing but fuel, but a lot of it. That one has now been discovered. I have 0 use for XP at this point. Wouldn't that be nice? If not Season 8, then perhaps year past 3, they finally introduce something that will make use or raise the level cap. And for the most part, levels are just for kind of rationing out truck and certain part availability, so probably not so useful, but it would be kind of nice just to keep racking up the number for bragging rights. Nice little bits of mud up here. Keep it in the 2-track. It actually seems to steer a little bit better. Actually has a little bit of sidewall to get some friction with. Nope. Pushing it there. Take 2. This soundtrack from the game is not playing through my headphones, but I can feel my entire head reverberate with the sound just coming off that speaker in the monitor over there. This is telling me I just want to be on top of that hill over there. Oop, I see the package. You see the car that indicates that there's a thing here. Just going to see if I can do this. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. I can almost do it. A little bit of winch action, all it needs. What do we have? Fine-tune tranny for the, wow, virtually everything. Okay, so that is a late game ad of theirs. A to accept that. Kill the motor for a moment while I figure out where I am. Okay, I've already done the sawmill. I've checked out the fuel storage. I've checked out that house. Really not going to worry about that house right now. That means I am headed over here into the unexplored. That river is going to cause an issue. That's a little too far. There we go. Let's just go ahead and follow it right on down this wash, down to the beach. Let's do a quick experiment. Ooh, there, drop my face out. Face comes back in. Flip counter comes and goes. What do I have here? 1 watchtower, 1 upgrade left. I am gonna bet those 2 are gonna be related. Headlights on? Yes, I do. Let's crush our way through the forest. Find us another 2-track. And down the hill we go. There we go. Mud up or shut up. No. I do have that sticker on one of my windshields, but it's not this one. I was going to call this a gully. I decided to go with Warsh just because I like saying it what they are. Turns out, it actually is kind of warshy. Welcome to the beach. This is that right time of day where the graphics engine here on the Switch makes everything looks like it's just made out of plastic. Let's make our way down the beach a little bit then. It might be crossable right there. Real world version of this truck would be optimal for getting across that river. SnowRunner version of this truck, absolutely not so much, not even close. Explore the snot out of this beach. Oh, hey, there's construction I can steal from later. This is good. This is worth the exploration gas. Especially since I've got reserve fuel on top. Some wooden planks. Oh, hey, we got a full trailer park here. Those usually have tasks associated with them. So not today here. More wooden planks. Adjust my glasses so I can see. Oh, that's it for the moment. Yeah, I'm betting going forward, this is going to be a crossing zone. Although that needs to connect to something. Oh boy. Hey, Bendy Roy, welcome. I did today's stream yesterday, but got a little bit of the bug, so my regular Wednesday is actually back on, so I instead just did a bonus Tuesday stream. Working my way through getting started in Wisconsin here. I've got one more watchtower and one more upgrade to find. And then I'm kind of guessing, I think I've got 2 bridges per map that I want to get rebuilt. Then moving on to tasks and contracts. Ooh, hey, there's a road up here. Cool, that was a little unexpected. Let me work my way out this way. We've seen a whole bunch of racing to catch back up to where Miss Silvermoon was in her playthrough, and ended up rocketing past her. And Construction Simulator won't run on this computer of mine, so I'm just going to keep going with the SnowRunner for the time being. Although I do have ATS and ETS2 that will both run here, so I may end up starting to mix some of those in too to appeal to the masses. But I'm probably still going to stick to doing my my hour and a half on Saturdays is playing mostly new stuff that I'm finding, new to me at least. Oop, okay, take it back. 2 bridges on the first map. Looks like 3 bridges on this map. Except, okay. So how do I get over to that one anyway? The short answer is probably not with this vehicle, because she is not a swimmer. Something probably has to go floating back here. Or I could actually, I guess, just take a look to see what this south bridge actually needs. Metal beams and spare parts. Metal beams on the isolated portion of the map that I can't get back over here yet. So if I do the tracking. Oh yeah, we do not have much happening over here. Service spare parts. Okay, well apparently there's something good right there. So let me get turned around, see how much work this is going to be. May have to take a break from the pure exploration and map exposure route and put in a little earlier work on some of these bridges. I do have the Paystar sitting out in the middle of that bluff. Oh, a fishing game. I've got a friend, Urgent Sandwich, he's on a hiatus from streaming right now, but he used to do Sega bass fishing. He had the special plastic controller, and then he would do full cosplay for it. So some of those fishing streams are a lot of fun. I've got one or two for VR, but the only way I know how to stream my VR headset is straight onto Facebook, and honestly, no one wants that. Ooh, hey, this is a lot more facility. Rail station number 2. Here. Apparently that's going to be a drop-off zone. Is there really a Bassmasters 22? That would be awesome. Okay, that is the service spare parts. It looks like those are unlimited. And we have limited metal rolls. Catfish, that's a good judge of a good fishing game. What is this? The wrong turn. Driving through the forest at night is a terrible idea. I will second that, but it's SnowRunner, so you get no choice. Yet, until New Game Plus is available. We sent out a truck with a trailer for a technical assistance mission. The driver got lost, so the truck and the trailer both got stuck on the coast. We have no adequate equipment. We need your help. I'll accept that, and I'll get to it later. Unless it's a super easy one that's quick to locate, and I can just hook up the Tataran and tow them all back together. My guess is that's probably not how this is going to work. So this isn't base game anymore. This is Wisconsin. Everything out here is a little more difficult. Camera. Run over here to the other side. Oh, hey, here's this rolling stock. I do believe this is where you end up having to deliver the giant logs that come in the contracts too. I've seen this a bunch. This is my first actual encounter in-game with it. Nearby have any of those metal beams? Do not fall into any void. Yep, there is a void there. That looks like a broken bridge. Yeah, maybe not so much from here. But that bridge looks broken to me. That seems like there should be a... Oh, maybe there's a contract to fix that. Like restoring the tracks? Some there, some there. Oh, wow, there are a lot of broken tracks. Wow, I have apparently never actually taken a look at where all of this goes. So that's a whole bunch into there. Oh, okay. That's what this building is. It's a warehouse up here. Fallen Titans. Oh, wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff I gotta do. Okay. That one is now also out of the immediate running. So what do I got? So that guy is the only local source for the metal beams. It probably needs the metal rolls to convert into them. The warehouse here has said rolls, but in order to get everything back and forth, I am going to have to do this bridge. I think, is that the Paystar just sitting there waiting? Yes. So what does the North Bridge? Oh, the North Bridge also needs metal beams. This is going to be a little more complicated. I can get the service spare parts from my side. Man, am I going to have to bring metal beams from the other map through the gateway to get it all over here? Okay, I got a good truck waiting. What does this produce? Oh, that just produces rail sections. It's got wood. Oh, hey, there's the other upgrade. Oh, that's right. It needs that bridge repaired in order to get to it. So I've got a truck. Actually, I think I have 2 trucks over here. Yeah, I do. What is this one? Oh, yeah, it is the F-750, but it is badly damaged. Oh, there's where I can go over there. Okay, we have a new plan. We are going to see about rumbling this bad boy over that bridge. We could do a little more exploration on the other side. But hey, coming back around to Bassmasters, does that one do fresh and salt water? Or is it just limited to one or the other? They kind of don't want me going over there. I don't care what they want. Maybe I need to care what they want, but only a little bit. Straight on assault on the barricades here. Moment to get straight. There we go. And, oh, okay, so I ended up straddling it. I'm apparently terrible at breaking the law. There we go. Push, 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 push. Ow. And now officially Austin powered. It's just fresh? Okay. I haven't done any actual deep sea fishing, but my wife has. That in a game would actually have a little bit of appeal to her. Wow, okay, so apparently the news I need to tell myself here is that I needed to turn before I had gotten myself fully pushed over this thing. Tell you what, I am going to save a little bit of fuel, and I am going to bring in a little bit of backup here. Someone with a crane that can help me. No, someone with a winch that can help me. I doubt that the crane's really good at winches. Remember what I'm doing. The train tracks are just out the other side here. I used to go catfishing. Oh wow, there's. Oh, okay. This is one of the broken track drop-off points. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember back in Boy Scouts, we used to go on officially sanctioned fishing trips from time to time, and it was always catfish. One or two places we'd go. Always with the line and lure, never noodling though. That's, I think, more of a Midwest thing. Definitely a different scale of catfish between the two. This is the good horn truck. What better reason to take it? Make sure that. Okay, yes, I am on the wrong one. I'm on the right one, and I'm not following the wrong individual track. Squeeze through there. Thank you, sir. And I could not make that before ramming the pole. Okay. What I want to do is get a winch on the front of the Tattern just so I can get it to pivot. I saw you. You lit up for a moment. You wanted to be my connection point. Push up against the barricade. There it is. Actually, if I turn on its motor, that'll help it. There we go. And back in business. You know what? As long as you're just sitting there. Oh yeah, that is what I want. I'm going to go ahead and steal all of your fuel. Ha! How do you like that? We'll have to recover him back to the garage when I need him to come help again. Oh man, the 46 and 42 pounders? Yeah, that's definitely not the kind of catfish I'd gone fishing for. Mine were the little boys that you really can't tell the difference between them and trout practically. Nope. Okay, so that is definitely not going to work. All that work to discover that that was not a viable plan, which is probably the subtitle for SnowRunner. Anyone about? Oh, okay, I got the front end off already. And we'll get the back end disengaged. So where am I? Can't get over there, and I can't get over there. Does that mean I need to come back up here to ford the river? Or did the developers actually design the level to make that whole section inaccessible until you've gotten at least one thing up and running? That feels so disappointing. Are there any other storage going on out here? No. Wow. They've definitely got that boxed in, but oh, there's these two down here. And okay, the Paystar. I don't think I can get the Paystar out because I think it has to plummet. Yeah, unless that's a. Yeah, okay, it's a gully. Man, they built this one nice and tight. Okay, I'm gonna park you. Gotta turn off the battery. Or turn off the headlights so it doesn't drain the battery. Which I'm still quite certain is not an actual thing. But we're gonna go with it. Drank all of your fuel, so I'm going to recover you and pop back out. It's also going to save a little bit of extra driving because we are going to go check out these last two houses down here on the beach. What was the good way to get down? Oh yeah, this one right here. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to get back up that hill. Maybe I won't. We are going to take, okay, that's a little aggressive. Here we go. We're going to take the big boy, the P512 out, and effectively do a little scouting with it. Beacons on for safety. Hey, old bacon face, I'm finally looking up over here. Yeah, I know, that mostly green snow, there's a little bit of brown snow. But it's Wisconsin, so you know, it doesn't actually ever snow like white snow. That would be crazy. Just like, you know, Michigan never had snow either. Boom! It's the new fireworks button. I don't have to hunt for little eyeball icons in OBS anymore. I'm very excited. Tony the Brown Snowman, you are telling me. I've lived in the Rockies, and I've lived in the Midwest, and I've lived on both halves of the West Coast now. I have learned a lot of lessons about what colors of things to eat and not eat. I mean, I've heard things. Still love that horn. Everybody up the hill. Oh, nope. Oh, that's right. I got the diff locker for it finally, but you have to go down into low to get it engaged. So far, I don't seem to need that, so I ain't a gonna. I am totally gonna flip this coming down the hill here. The Bardic one tricked me into doing a multiplayer with him yesterday. Stupid. I used this truck to experiment with it as a full logging vessel. It did the logging actually pretty well, but then I decided, hey, I'm running low on time. I'm going to go ahead and run on back to the garage. I'm going to sell off the trailer, retain away the truck so I can bring it back to its home garage here. Everything is going to be awesome, and bam, I rolled that stupid thing twice on the way back to the garage. So yes, I do have my flip counters engaged. I can now show and hide that depending on the game, just with a press of a button. I'm very excited. If anyone happens to know of a counter for the Stream Deck that will actually pipe out to display, I am looking for one of those because I'm still having to manually increment my actual flip count. I have found a Stream Deck counter, and it updates the count on the Stream Deck. You know, it revises the little LED display on the button, but that's close to useless. Ooh, there we go. Now I got to use for the diff lock. As a software developer, I've got that itch. I could build myself my own web server based counter clicker. I could have the button call it, and then I could host the display on stream, and it would work. But it's kind of a long roundabout way to do something that someone should already have gotten built for me. Seem to be out of the danger zone. Oh, hey. Someone's looking for that. Yeah, we got oil barrels down here. Oh, yeah, they go all the way up and over the hill to the hazardous cargo. Tell you what, oil barrel, I'll be back for you. I'll be back for you. First, I gotta go check these out. The current mission, Old Bacon Face, in case you came in just a little late there, is I've got a whole bunch of bridges on this map that all need to be built, and I now have this chain of tasks that I would like to perform, but they all lead back to needing this one first bridge built. Don't high center, don't high center, don't high center. And it requires a whole mess of metal beams. Yes! There was only one source of metal beams until now, and it was hidden behind two of those bridges that need to be built. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this optimally here. I'm doing some bouncing. Okay, here we go. Do I have a? Oh yeah. That one I gotta load on the ground over there because I'm out of auto-loading bed space. I'm doing that weird thing where I'm hung on something invisible again. But I have just scored. I have found 2 houses that I can pillage for their metallic resources. I can use this to go open Bridge 1 that will then allow access to the materials that I need to fix the other bridges. And eventually I can get the one fixed that'll let me access the last watchtower that I need to open. You know what? That's good. I'll be like a real truck driver, and we'll just kind of balance this stuff on here sideways. It'll be fine. Find somewhere maybe a little level to get turned around? Maybe? I don't know. It's SnowRunner, so it's dark. I shouldn't be allowed to see anything. Stuck. Okay, I think I was spinning in the mud there. Okay, so sorry, oil drums. Remember how I promised that I'd pick you up on the way back? Ah, screw you. You can just sit there and leak into the groundwater a little. It's too soon to start burning them? It is never too soon to start burning. Actually, I think that's the problem. I think someone else beat me to the burning of them so forth. So what am I actually doing? I'm doing South Bridge. Oh man, I was being bold there. I was just looking straight at South Bridge. You still in one piece? Let me set your brake. South Bridge will give me access to the watchtower. North Bridge, though, that's the one that's going to give me access to the rolled steel factory, where I can then take the rolled steel that's hanging out at, what do they call it, Hangar A, bring it down to the rolled steel factory, turn it into steel beams, and then come back for those. I think that's the way I need to do this. What is North Bridge? North Bridge needs metal beam. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I actually need. Okay, well, I'm glad I actually bothered to pay attention to a thing for a change, because it also means I need to take a different route out of here. I need to roll my truck 4 times climbing this hill. Where do I need to go? North Bridge. Oh, hey, I haven't actually driven up this little stretch yet. Hey, neat, there's a little bridge over there, too. I wonder if it's broken. I drove underneath it. We're going diff lock. I think I can clear it with a running start. I did try that with the huge train bridge. I was thinking that would get me over to this isolated section of the map, so I don't need to fix any of these others. I'll just go ahead and jump over that way. And it turns out the first, I don't know, 150 yards or so of that bridge has no actual no platform on it. Just the occasional steel gird across. Oh, hey, you know what? You know what might make this just a touch easier? So if I go ahead and pull up anchor. Where am I going? Why am I considering following that high road that leans? I should follow this lower knot road that also leans but not as scarily. Where does this road go? It goes up. So yes, the train bridge. I did briefly consider what it might be like to just pick up a little bit of speed in that Tataran. See if they could get to... Wait, where are you going? What's all the downhill thing here? See if I can get enough speed with that Tataran to just kind of keep floating the front wheels from gird to gird to gird. And then realize, no, that's a terrible plan because the Tataran is not a fast vehicle. Don't embarrass me, P512. I spent all day yesterday telling everybody about the kinds of things that you were doing that you had no business pulling off. But with your badass tires and your badass attitude, you were doing it. So I don't want to see you getting stuck on this hill. This hill that I fully expect you to flip yourself sideways at some point. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Keep turning. Nope, you're not turning. Let's do a little gear shifting. Do not kiss the tree. Don't kiss it. Don't kiss it. Don't make me reverse you. Come on, you're supposed to have more power than this. Now you're just teasing me. Actually, worse than teasing me, I'm a little concerned that you're caught on some invisible roots from that tree. So we're going to turn it hard. This is where the flipping usually comes in. Let's diff lock you. Come on. Down. You like second gear? Second gear is good for you? All right, we're going. I guess that's why they didn't give this truck all-wheel drive, because I would probably never drive anything else if I could get it to actually reliably go up hills. You really want to put that wheel down. You really do. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. If I lean my head hard enough, you'll straighten out. Boy, that was a really bad sounding shift there. And please don't zoom in quite so hard. It's gonna make me use the winch. And when it makes me use the winch, I'm going to end up rolling it sideways. Where does that go if I take it? It's going to go nowhere good. Okay, so I need to keep going up. Oh, hey, that gave me a better view of the map. You're going to let me back up. Without turning me sideways, let's see if I can go a little wide. I don't like the bouncing. I do not like the bouncing. Nope. I do not like the way this is lining up. I do like that wheel being a little lower. Oh man, I am so tumbling down this hill. There we go. We're just gunning it. Everything's safe when you just floor it. Diff lock it again. We are not an overall happy truck on this hill. Oh boy. Oh boy. Got the front end up high now. Nope. It really wants to be sideways. Keep digging, keep digging. If I just keep rocking it back and forth between low and low plus, it seems to be making it happy. Oh, look at her go! I'll give you a horn for that. Nope, I got greedy trying to go into low plus there. We'll just stick to vanilla low. Nope, you're doing the roll backwards thing again. So I guess I'm gonna have to do an explicit reverse gear in order to get you around this tree. Okay. Now I think you can take third, or not third, low plus. I can hit my fireworks button. Oh, nice. I've spent way too much time scraping audio out of this game now. I don't have this one yet. I should look at activating that. Looks like my monitor machine. Oh, no, I thought it had... Nope, there it went. Oh, good. It came back in time to catch KDP's official goal. Not only did they lose last night, they lost bad last night. And it's a good thing that was preseason. Although that was also fed by the fact that I'm not positive I recognized the names of, I think, any of the players out there last night. So that might have something to do with the really bad 5-2 loss. Oh, and yes, Old Bacon Face, you absolutely should hit that button. There are no buttons that should be not hidden here, or something like that. Oh, my monitor feed is a good 20 seconds behind now, so I'm gonna let that one refresh over there, see if that picks up the pace a little bit. That bridge is in one piece, so that bridge is no fun. We're not taking that one. Stick with it. We almost, we almost have the first half of a bridge repair done. I think that's the hangar right over there I have to go to get the parts to do part 2 of this repair. So at least it's not a long drive. I don't want anyone to panic, and definitely no one look, but I have just noticed that I've only got 18 liters of fuel left in this truck. That might become an issue. Metal beam, check. Pack those in. So that metal beam 2, check. Ooh, I can take my face out of the way so you can get the little movie. See, now that one is a truck driving by. At the time, I thought, well, it's kind of a cool, slightly appropriate sound effect. Let's go ahead and go with that one. So that's why it's relegated to the Trucks Redeem. That's that little bit cheaper one. It's got 2 of their horns and 2 of their pass-bys. It's okay. It's not great. That's what motivated me to actually scrape the audio out of this game and make the horns redeem instead. What else? Okay, so now I'm looking for the service spare parts. Those will both fit in this truck at the same time without having to carry something with a crane. It's just over here. But we are going to run into a fueling issue. But would you look at that? I left this guy just lying around over here so that he could be the fuel rescuer guy machine. Oh. Better news. I don't have to mess around with those stupid concrete barricades that were remarkably difficult to get this thing over. I can just crash through somebody's fence right here. And I am rumbling down the tarmac. I don't think the real vehicle this is based on has a horn like that. So just past the pickup spot. This truck cannot pick anything up. So we're going to have to blow on by. Just be a fuel guy. Pre-crush a couple of these logs. I'll make getting the P512 back over them a little easier. There's my Paystar just sitting on the other side of this bridge, waiting to become a new hero. Let me change that roof rack into the P512. We're just going to go with that for now. Hey, KDP with resub number 2 of the day. Thank you. Yeah, you do need to keep an eye on me. I definitely have kept my, well, Nico, he's my secret mole. He makes sure I know what my nemesis is up to. I don't think he knows. What do I want to do? I want to change over to this truck. I wants to go get the goods. Okay, I've got lights on. I'm going to back into the pole. No, I missed the pole. Nope, I hit the pole anyway. Spin, spin, spin. Yeah, we're going to risk going down in the depression over here. And we didn't make it. Lack of front-wheel drive means we have 0 ability to steer. But we definitely have the good one. Makes up for almost everything. Look at that. All of my logs were pre-crushed. Oh. Wow. That was a little ballerina action there. I can't make out whether that one was a stump or a plant. Had to go nice and slow. Service spare parts. Oh, I just put it on a loading platform. Okay, then. Do this the not hard, but annoyingly inconvenient way. Oh, that's down. Gotta go up. Store, unpack, repack. There we go. I missed a good 93% of that pole. Just because this truck has an amazing rear-wheel drive, it was still trying to climb it up in reverse while alongside it. Not many trucks can claim to try to do that. Cross my fingers that it's not turned into a stump on the way back. Okay, good. I was able to drive right through. And all of my logs pre-crushed, so I just passed right through the forest. I can get ready with my disable my face button so we get the full blast of the movie that goes with completing a bridge. Turn me off. Look at how glorious that is. Pole sitting, but with trucks. Next big fad. Yeah, you bet it is. There you go. Now that's timing. Hey, now delivering products from the factory will be much easier now that you don't have to float them across the river. Okay, where was I before that bridge interrupted me? I need to fix the south bridge, which needs the exact same combo of stuff. Except that if I had done it first, I would not be able to get to the factory over here that would allow me to make more metal beams, which is what I need to do. Let's see. What's the metal beam recipe? This is the only truck that I have. It's in the convenient neighborhood. You might be a little concerned that the icon for its engine is both red and has a red triangle on it. That's probably not a big deal. I think these trucks, that's just the way they operate. I think sometimes they get a little overheated or something, and that's just the computer. It's not even a real thing. It's just the computer lying to try to get you to take it back into big automotive so that they can quote unquote fix it for you. The fact that then the fuel consumption and the fuel level are also in red, that's just pure coincidence. None of these have any real world impact. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. I'm just hoping I have enough to make it back over here. To find this place, I came in the back way. I kind of slightly tumbled down that rock wall there in the distance. And, you know, I've got an autonomous winch, so I was able to get myself back upright afterward. It was all we needed. It's all in good fun. So I need 2 rolls per beam. So I am going to need 4 rolls. Boom. And you were told there would be no math in this stream. Let me go back to this truck. Oh, no, wait. That's definitely the trigger for going forward, and I don't know why I'm just pulling that one. Just We need to go backwards. Okay, you pull up right here. You sit there for a moment and think about what you've done. So I'm finally going to get to drive this. Oh wow, this one doesn't even have a bed on it, does it? That's a little more of a challenge. At least sounds like a truck rather than a car. Camera's caught on things. There we go, above the bridge. Okay. At least I guess I can get you out of the way. I'm a little disappointed that you have no capacity for carrying anything other than super balancing stuff. I might be able to pull off the metal beams with that one. But definitely not the, what am I doing, the steel rolls. So we are going to have to do a little more with the P512. Oh, hey, I hit that same spot again. One real stump right there. I'll avoid that one. Ooh, hey, I clipped that barrier, but not enough to actually destroy anything like I normally do. Snuggle up tight to this loading platform, because I'm going to need that. Parts. Okay, I'm going to need to burn 4 of my 15 metal rolls. That is okay. Need this mode. This is probably the most fun I had in the Yukon. Was several different missions that required these metal rolls get moved around, except I needed much larger quantities of them. So I had a nice 5-slot trailer. One of them I managed to get loaded up. Okay, it's not quite what I wanted. I got it loaded up with 14 metal rolls. I have seen some streamers pulling, I would swear they had a good 20 at a time. Just balanced up. Him on the platform, reset it to the truck so I don't mess with myself next time. But these metal rolls, despite being round, they have that nice flat base to them. So that makes them pyramid up real good like that. Oop, nope, straight, nope, straighten out a little bit. There you go. Gonna make me go a little bit higher? Yes, you are. Okay, that's fine. You jerk. Okay, it's now up so high. I'm having a little issue with the navigation. Tell you what, that looks good. It's kind of balancy. We're gonna say that crane still being attached to the first one is actually holding the 2 balanced ones in place. It's good for it. It builds character. The section of map that I got to drive across with this stuff is way more friendly than a lot of that Yukon map was. So balancing 4 should only be a problem when I decide to get smug and cocky about it. You know, right about now. That was perhaps a tad bouncier than I was really expecting. But this makes it a little easier then to just go ahead and swap which one's being held on the crane and which one's gently resting on top of the bed. There we go. Hardly had to stop at all. And for those keeping track at home, it does count as a flip if I get this so far overbalanced that one of the packed rolls falls out, but it does not count as a flip when a balanced roll falls out, because it's a balanced roll. Its job in life is to go ahead and fall out and make me take a little extra time. Hey everybody, corn. There's the bridge I'm looking for. One of the rare not destroyed when you found it bridges. Dan Servo with a first time lurk. Man, I gotta be paying less attention to the road and more attention to chat. And with Twitch's brand new deployment of weird chat highlighting stuff, I've got the little logo across the top. I've got a special color-coded box around Daniel Servington. It is a glorious, glorious day. But if you say anything wrong, Dan will come down on you hard. That's what I've learned. I mean, what I've heard. Dan's here. No one mentioned having to play 7 Days to Die anymore. What do I want? I want to go this way. I want to unload those first two rolls. I want to restore my crane. I want to pack those two rolls. I want to unload those two rolls. Phew. I want to craft me up some beams. I want to load me up some beams. And I want to put the second one over there on the loading platform. Okay. Now, if I hadn't gotten that Paystar from Wish, so it actually had a bed, I could have loaded something up on it. We could have had us a convoy. But instead, we are going to do just balance some beams on top. Probably no one will notice game. Oh, how is the truck oh. You know, I have looked into hooking up Sirenscape with the stream action here. Now that I think I finally have a bunch of my Apple keeping you safe issues with the sound piping on this machine, I might actually be able to make use of that. I don't know what their truck sound library is actually like. I haven't really looked into that, but I can. I can go totally EDM at any moment now with the super fancy Stream Deck. Theoretically, I could add a secondary virtual cable so I could pipe my EDM only onto the brake screen instead of having it be a threat at all times, but I don't know, the moment I do that I end up breaking the first one and just everything goes to crap, so. Stream Deck makes it super easy, way easier than it was when I have to manage this as an embedded web stream, though at least that kept it localized to just the one scene. But I think I'm happy with it like this. We are just going to keep going for the time being. Yeah, I can definitely have the Steam Deck trigger individual sound effects. I think the way it does it is it loads it into the app that's on the Mac. At least it is like permanently running. If you don't want it running at any time, you have to go into the Mac equivalent of Task Manager and kill process on it to make it stop doing it for any online session, which, well, any session where the computer is turned on, not online. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass that way. I can also tie the buttons into firing web links. So interestingly, if I had the Syrinscape online player running, I can build a link to the new Syrinscape web player, hashtag not an ad, that would then send the appropriate sound command to the player. Oh man, I think we can make this happen. Where am I? Where's my truck? What am I looking for? Oh my god, I'm actually going the right direction. It's hashtag not sponsored. Because if you don't have a hashtag, it's not real? I don't know the rules on these things. I'm way too old to know the rules. I just go with it, meaning anything that I'm doing is automatically, let's just say 5 years out of date. Okay, important safety check. Oh, okay. Now the headlights are on. I did have my safety lights on for safety, but I did not have my headlights on for safety. I don't believe it's an exact 50-50 split. I think orange is more safe than white. I think that's how that math works out. Hashtag not sponsored. That's how it works. Damn those kids these days. Okay, now, I don't want anyone to panic, and I definitely don't want anyone to look, but I'm at that 20 liters of fuel thing again. It's apparently what this truck does. It waits until your beams are almost at the delivery point, and then it does a fuel dump right before the runway. Okay, let's stop you for the moment. Welcome to the South Bridge. Nope, I don't want to show task. I want to... Oh, okay. I got it. I do not have that as my active task, so it's being just a little bitchy about it. There we go. Now I can cargo manage. I can restore my crane. I can repack that cargo. And oh, hey, I gotta get my face out of the way. Phew. Yeah, no one's even going to pretend to lie about this. I'm just having fun playing with the buttons. I only barely even have to look at them because I've got pretty pictures that I've custom assigned to them. This is a Mrs. Jedi gift. She knows what I'm doing. She knows better than me what I'm doing. There's a difference between you can drive another week like that and you're actually going to successfully drive another week like that. I'm going to drive right up here until it goes flip, 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 which will start right about now anytime. 10 liters seems to be the cutoff. I'll start getting a little choky. Oh man, if I can actually get over here to do the pickup, that'd be a hoot, and then I can have the Tatterin come save me. If I can get this last bridge built, I think I'll be good. What do I need? I need service spare parts. Look at those. Those are hooked up. Save the engine so that the fuel pump remains primed, because I'm sure that's fully modeled here. Headlights are on, and the beacons are on. Okay. We are safe. Everybody play it cool. Don't drive over that truck. Don't drive over that really big rock. Proactively try not to crash into a tree. Okay, now we're cooking. The ballerina bump, I don't think is as bad on this vehicle now. So if I can just keep myself away from that one extra stump that lives right down here. There it is. I saw you. I think we can have a moderately successful run. As I've learned, don't need a ton of fuel loaded up into this guy. 3 liters at a time? No, because that's going backwards. Nope, that's the wrong target. Let's put yours that way. Put some fuel back in yours. And we're going to set you over here for just a second. We're going to get a quick convoy going. Man, look how many fingers I've got. I was able to reverse and turn on the headlights all at once. Come this way, my little tatty. Did you already crash into something? Was that horrible noise I heard? Nope. Okay, we're doing okay. Really, yesterday's stream was the multiplayer with the Bardic one. I didn't have any problems with flips until I was pulling my Tataran back behind me, so I was going to go deliver us all back to the garage, and all of a sudden there was this crashing sound, and then my winch broke, but the controls, the little shortcut controls at the bottom of the screen, it changed some of them, but it didn't clear them all like it should have when a winch gets broken. And I had no idea what was going on. It got me totally flustered. That's why I started flipping. It turns out it's because in multiplayer, when something's being towed, you can jump into it and take control of it. And that breaks the winch, but apparently there is a bug in the software that doesn't fully recognize it. It worked out conveniently, because once I started the flip fest, then that meant someone else was there ready to go with the winch to try flipping me back over and over and over again. Let me kill that. Get rid of my face so I can deliver. Welcome to your newest bridge, Wisconsin. Awesome. The bridge will help us speed up log delivery. Oh god, more logging missions. Let me park you right over here. And as my final mission, I need to go open this watchtower. Actually, let me get up here first. This should finish exposing the last of the map. This is what today's stream was really all about. Getting the rest of this thing open. Not realizing I was going to have to do a couple of tasks in order to make it a possibility. But immediately following this, I will have one upgrade I'll have to go grab. And then normally I would work on finishing off the bridges anyway, so it all kind of works out together. How far over there are you? Which way do I need to go? What is going on here? Let me go around this way. Oh, there's the tower. There's a semi-road leading kind of to it. That's all I need. You take those rocks like a boss. Put myself back on. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to take myself right back off now that I've noticed, because we need the cinematic. It's Thompson. Wow, welcome. It's crazy late/early for you. Oh, you got me, Dan. Dan making it rain with the gift subs. It's Thompson. Actually, he does a bunch of SnowRunner streaming out of the Netherlands, so that's why I was shocked that he was actually showing up. He's not showing up. It just shows me all of these other good names. Bindi Roy was actually here earlier. District is a hardcore streamer, SnowRunner streamer. Los Gatos de Wilson. He does mostly a Spanish-speaking SnowRunner. That one's fun. And Ask Kampu. She is the one you go to if you need a Linux distro installed. I haven't actually gone to her for that, but I'm keeping her in mind just in case I ever need that. So hey, thanks a lot for coming in and sharing the love and the rain, Dan. I will see you again by next Saturday at least. Let me go ahead and save just a little bit of fuel. Let me see, what have I discovered? Oh, they're not Stranger Things, they're the Strangest Things. I've got one more contest over there. Exposed a log station. And the wrong turn, I already knew it was over there, but it has re-exposed it. And hey, it looks like if I had gone that way on that train bridge, I would not have gotten anywhere except falling off anyway. So I guess that's why they wouldn't let me. Well, you know what? That's just perfect. So let me bring it back around to the face cam here. It's a little before 6, but I think this is a good stopping point for today, especially since I did a couple of hours worth yesterday as well. I want to thank everybody for coming and visiting. I want to thank everybody who did their resubs, because my official 1-month streamiversary was yesterday, so all the subs expired overnight. So I had a couple of those. And then, of course, Dan, with all of your gift subs, thank you so much for that. I'm not sure if anyone that I typically follow is actually streaming right now. Let's see. Oh, hey, the Glass Cannon's going. What are they running right now? Oh, that's the GURPS one with Eric Mona playing a historically accurate medieval peasant. And who else is out there going right now? Yeah, that one seems like about it. So let me go ahead. I think I can. Whoa. Okay, so there's a hotkey. There's a hotkey at work somewhere in here. So let me manually set up that raid to the Glass Cannon, just because it's fun to go out on these raids. And I will see everybody over the weekend or next week. So thanks a lot.